Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Psychology Networks. Today's topic is, let me just come up to the first slide, is well-being and self-growth. You can find this topic in unit 10 of your Psychology Net booklet syllabus. So in this topic of well-being and self-growth, we have three subdivisions, which is the hedonic and eudaimonic perspectives, character strength and resilience, and post-traumatic growth. Also, let me tell you that all the links for all the videos according to the units of the syllabus, UGC Net Syllabus, we have put it in the description down below. All the links are there, so you can easily access them anytime. You can even copy paste it in a Word document and keep it for yourself. So, whenever the video you want to revise, you can just click on the link and it's an easy revise for all of you. Let's get into hedonic and eudaimonic perspectives. Now, hedonism is saying that what is well-being consisted of. Well-being for them is consisted of pleasure or happiness. They have said pleasure equals to happiness. In hedonism, they consider pleasure to be equal to happiness. But in psychology as of whole, pleasure is not happiness. Maybe it is a part of happiness, but definitely pleasure cannot be equalized to happiness. But hedonism is saying well-being is consisted of pleasure. Now, its history relates to that of Aristippus. Aristippus was a Greek philosopher who taught that the goal of life should be, yes, well being, which is the maximum amount of pleasure which you can collect. Maximum amount of pleasure would be the goal of life, and that happiness involves the totality of one's hedonic movement moments. Hedonic moments means pleasurable moments. Hobbes argued that happiness lies in the successful pursuit of our human appetites. Now, human appetites are instincts. Our instincts want pleasure. Pleasure is when our instincts are getting satisfied, when the drive for hunger, thirst, sex, all these are satisfied, then we get pleasure. So, basically, he says that happiness equal to successful pursuit of our human appetites, instincts. Then we come to the eudaimonic perspective. What is eudaimonic perspective saying? It is saying that the well-being is not only happiness or pleasure, it is more than that. More than that means actualization of the human potentials. When a person self actualizes, then the complete well-being of the person happens. This is the eudaimonic perspective. It says that the well being consists of fulfilling or realizing one's daemon or true nature. Don't call it demon like a lot of my students call it demon. I say no, it's daemon. Daemon is the true nature of the person, the true reality of a person, and a person when reaches that self actualization, that reality, the truth, that is when the well being happens. So the eudaimonic perspective has its root in Maslow's concept of self-actualization and Rogers' concept of fully functioning person. So this was your basics on hedonic and eudaimonic perspectives, and more than this, you don't even need in your UGC Net syllabus. UGC Net exam. Then we come to the virtues and character strengths. So there was action classification of strength, this theory, and there is a scale also, theory plus scale. It was formed by Seligman and Peterson. What they say that there are six virtues in the VIA system, and those six virtues has few character strengths. Those character strengths are the way, the route to reach those virtues. And how are these virtues chosen? They are chosen because they recur in the writings of important moral philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. They keep so these philosophers have their own work, own writings, and these six virtues keep on repeating on their work. And what are these six virtues? These are wisdom, courage, humanity, justice, temperance, and transcendence. Now, I have put it in this slide. These are the virtues in the red, and these are the character strengths. Again, this is a virtue, and these are the character strengths. Now, here there is nothing to explain. You can pause and take a screenshot of it. In short, you have to learn these, read this, and the basic explanation of each of them would be these are the ways one can reach this. This is the path to reach this virtue. I've added all the virtues and character strengths in details, so please pause and click a picture of it. I am sure you would be able to understand. There is nothing to understand beyond what is written here. So I will just pass through these three slides. I'll just remove these so you can take a screenshot of it. Then coming to the next one, we have six virtues. So suppose the third virtue is humanity. That is interpersonal strengths that involve tending and befriending others. And how would we tend and befriend others? By loving the close relations we have with others, by doing favors and good deeds, which is kindness, by being aware of the motives and feelings of other people and myself, which would be the social intelligence. Now, these are the three ways. These are the three ways and character strengths I can nurture to receive to reach the virtue of humanity. Again, you can take a screenshot of this. Moving on, this is the last two virtues and all its character strengths. You can take a screenshot of this. Next, coming to resilience and post traumatic growth. Now, resilience tend to have usually two meanings in the literature. The research literature, which is seen, it has two meanings. The first meaning is that resilience is the ability to resist being damaged or deformed by trauma or destructive forces. Suppose something traumatic happens, but I have the ability to resist being damaged. Nothing happens to me, even if the situation, even um, if the stimuli is destructive or traumatic, but nothing is happening to me. I'm not getting deformed by the trauma. This usually comes out uh, because of the trait of a person, and this can be understood by this picture which I have put. Like, this is a traumatic event, but I have this shield. Is my shield? This is my individual trait, which is protecting me against the trauma. I'm not getting damaged by it. Okay. The second is resilience can mean that I'm bouncing back and recovering from the trauma. So here also trauma is happening, but it's not affecting me. Here, in the second one, here the trauma is happening, but I am able to bounce back from it. So that is my resilience. I am getting affected, I am getting damaged, as so called uh, this meaning is trying to say. I'm probably getting damaged, but I am bouncing back to my equilibrium. So, see, here I am affected by the trauma, but I have bounced back to my self. That is your um, second definition. Now, resilience is called a superordinate construct because it has two opposite things: significant adversity plus positive adaptation. There has been some kind of adversity which is quite significant, but I am able to adapt from it. That is why it is called a superordinate construct. And resilience cannot be directly measured, it can be indirectly measured through this and this. Next, we see resilience as a trait, resilience as a process. This you would understand if I say resilience as a trait being this definition, the first definition, and resilience as a process by second definition. Now, resilience as a trait. Here, traumatic incident is happening, but it is not damaging me. Why isn't it damaging me? Because maybe I have some personality traits I have which are helping me not get damaged. What could the traits be? Like, if I have above average intelligence, if I have wide range of interest and activities, increased sense of self efficacy, if I have a very high self efficacy. So if I have this much of self efficacy, and because of a traumatic event this much is taken, but at least I still have this. Suppose if somebody, if this is 100%, this is 100%, and I have only 20% self efficacy, and I'm getting damaged, and my self efficacy is completely going away. So I'll get more affected by the traumatic event, not somebody who has an increased self or increased sense of self efficacy. Enhanced ability to seek social support. A lot of times people can easily seek social support. A lot of times people with maybe some psychological issues, maybe in a very minimal level also, they tend to go into withdrawal. And when they go tend to go into the withdrawal from the society, from other people, it the traumatic event feels more damaging to the person. So if somebody has this ability to seek social support, it's a uh, it's a good resilient characteristic of a person. Then the last is a positive outlook to the life. Resilience as a process. Like, what are they saying? That it is a dynamic process, and few protective factors can help the person bounce back towards their equilibrium, which could be individual trait, family, and the community or the wider social environment. Now, what are the protective factors? Protective factors which help the person to be resilient. It could be either external and internal. Individual is internal. We have constitutional resilience. It could be positive temperament, robust neurobiology, the genes, sociability, responsiveness to others, pro-social attitudes, attachment to others, intelligence, communication. You have one more, that would be your personal attributes, how you are, your self-efficacy, self-esteem, internal locus of control, sense of humor, hopefulness. So these would help a person to be resilient. Family level would be external factor, and even the community level would be external factor. There is nothing to explain here. I'll just quickly maybe explain 2 3 points for you to gain the understanding. Like, supportive families, if the family is very supportive, if a traumatic event happens and the family is like, says encouraging words like, I am there for you, if you need any help I am there, I would always be there, I would never let you fall down, and there is warmth in the family, and there is always assistance. Maybe the person wants to go to seek mental health support, and the family is very encouraging that yes, they would take you to a professional. And the parents are cohesive and they care about each other. So these all factors would help the person to be resistant and bounce back from their traumatic incident. And the socio-economic status always help. If somebody has material resources, it definitely helps. If they want any kind of help, again, material resources would be able to help them in a lot of ways. Moving on to the community level, you can even take a screenshot of this one. Community level would be school experiences where your teachers and peers are supporting you, and supportive communities, which is belief in the individual, non-punitive. Like, if the community believes the victim and believes that the victim is just a basic, maybe, is saying the truth. When the society believes that you are saying the truth about your traumatic incident, that itself is also building resilience in yourself, that yes, I have a backing after me. My family is there, uh, my community is there, everybody is for me, everybody is there for me, so this gives a sense of relief to the person. So this was at the community level. Thank you so much for listening, and hope you like the video. So please subscribe and like this video, and subscribe to the channel so I can keep on making free content, free study material for everybody. And I hope you had a very good day.